Scary stories for a chilling night. Axe Murder Hollow. Susan and Ned were driving through a wooded empty section of highway. Lightning flashed, thunder roared, the sky went dark in the torrential downpour. "We had better stop," said Susan. Ned nodded his head in agreement. He stepped on the brake and the car suddenly started to slide on the wet pavement. They plunged at the road and slid to a halt at the bottom of an incline. Pale and shaking, Ned quickly turned to Susan to make sure she was all right. When she nodded, he was relaxed and looked through the rain-soaked windows. "I'm going to see how bad it is," he told Susan and went out into the storm. She saw his blurry figure in the headlight. A moment later, he jumped in beside her soaking wet. "The car's not badly damaged, but we are wheel-deep in mud," he said. "I'm going to have to go for help." Susan swallowed nervously. There would be no quick rescue here. He told her to turn off the lights and lock the door until he returned. Axe Murder Hollow. Although Ned hadn't said the name aloud, they both knew what he had been thinking when he told her to lock the car. This was the place where a man had once taken an axe and hacked his wife to death in a jealous rage over an alleged affair. Supposedly the axe-wielding spirit of the husband continues to haunt this section of the road. Outside the car, Susan heard a shriek, a loud thump and a strange gurgling noise, but she couldn't see anything in the darkness. Frightened, she shrank down into her seat. She sat in silence for a while, and then she noticed another sound. Bump, bump, bump. It was a soft sound, like something being blown by the wind. Suddenly the car was illuminated by a bright light. An official-sounding voice told her to get out of the car. Ned must have found a police officer. Susan unlocked the door and stepped out of the vehicle. As her eyes adjusted to the bright light, she saw it. Hanging by his feet from the tree next to the car was the dead body of Ned. His bloody throat had been cut so deeply that he was nearly decapitated. The wind swung his corpse back and forth so that it thumped against the tree like a morbid wind chime. Bump, bump, bump. Susan screamed and ran towards the voice and the light. As she drew close, she realized the light was not coming from a flashlight. Standing there was the glowing figure, a man with a smile on his face and a large axe in his hand. She backed away from the figure until she bumped into the car. "Playing around when my back was turned," the ghost whispered, stroking the sharp blade of the axe with his fingers. "You have been very naughty." The last thing she saw was the glint of the axe blade in the eerie, incandescent light. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and if you could give a thumbs up and a subscribe, it'd help me out a lot. I'll see you with another scary story. Till then, be safe out there.